Thank y'all all so much for being out here. This is so energizing to see all of you out here. We cannot stand on the sidelines, right, y'all? We cannot be neutral anymore, especially with Stewart Detention Center in our backyard, 40 miles away from here. We have a unique position here in Columbus to do something about it, and that's what Paz Amigos is doing. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Indivisible Paz Amigos before Rita comes up here. But I also want to tell you a little bit about Stewart. So raise your hand if you've been to Stewart Detention Center before. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been there. For those of you who haven't, it is a facility run by Core Civic, a private corporation. It houses about 1,900 immigrant men and trans women. And it is about 40 minutes from here in Lumpkin, Georgia, which is south of here in Stewart County. There is one private immigration attorney that operates out of Lumpkin, and Marty's here tonight. I just want to call attention to Marty. In addition to Marty, the Southern Poverty Law Center does have a small office there, so I'm the paralegal project coordinator, and there are two attorneys there, Matt and Aaron. Yeah. So SciFi, we call it, or CFI in Espanol, is the Southeast Immigrant Freedom Initiative. It's a project of SPLC, and it launched in April 2017. We serve people at Stewart for free, and we provide them with very desperately needed legal services. Because there's only one attorney in town, they really have no one else to call. So we are a lifeline for a lot of people. For those who are fortunate enough to get out of Stewart, which is very few people, the judges there have about a 2% asylum grant rate. So for the lucky few that are able to get out on asylum or on bond or parole or otherwise get freed from Stewart, a lot of them are brought right here to Columbus, Monday through Friday, every night. In fact, at this very moment, 8 guys are en route to Columbus from Stewart, and they're going to be dropped off at Groom Transportation on Veterans. So I just want to call attention to that as we're standing here right now, there are 8 guys getting freed from there, and they're coming here to Columbus. So this is very much in our backyard, and there's a lot that we can do about it. So I just want to list a few things that we can do as a community here in Columbus that makes us special because we are so close to Stewart. So just want to throw these out there as ideas for you guys of ways to get involved and ways to bear witness to what's going on. So Stewart Detention Center has 4 courtrooms open to the public Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. Anyone can go in there if you have a picture ID and bear witness to this mass deportation system at work. You can see it. Marty in there most days during the week, as well as our attorneys. And I really encourage you to come and bear witness to what's going on at the court. Please see us after if you would like to do that. Deportation flights, unfortunately, do happen right here out of the Columbus airport. Those also happen Monday through Friday. I pass those big white buses coming from the detention center almost every day on my way to work. And that's another way that you can bear witness to what's going on, educate your neighbors and yourselves about what's going on, and really see, I mean, you can see the men, right, Susan, walking out in their chains. They have chains around their wrists, around their waist, and around their ankles, getting onto the flight to be deported. It's not a pretty thing to see, but it's something that we have to see. We cannot turn our eyes away from this, not anymore. So I really encourage you, if you're interested in that, if you want to see that, please come see us afterwards and we can talk about it. Already mentioned the nightly release shuttle, so the men who are on their way to Columbus right now. Rita's going to tell you more about Paz Amigos and ways you can get involved to help those men when they're released, oftentimes here with just the clothes on their back that they had when they crossed the border, and it's their very first night of freedom in the United States. We need to show them a warm welcome to this country. They should not be sleeping on the streets on their very first night in this country. And last but not least, I just want to make a plug for the Southern Poverty Law Center's Southeast Immigrant Freedom Initiative, where I work. We're always looking for volunteers. If you're an attorney, if you speak Spanish, if you're a social worker, we have Beatriz out there who helps us. She's our social worker this summer, helping us. These men are in so much need, and trans women are in so much need of legal services, social services, emotional support. If you want to write a letter of support to someone who's currently detained, if you haven't already, please visit our table. We've got a whole long list of people who are waiting to hear from you. So please feel free to come see me afterward if you're interested in volunteering. We're looking for Spanish speakers. We really need you. So I just named 5 ways in which you can be involved in the fight against mass detention and deportation right here from Columbus. We are in a unique position to play an active role in this fight. Being here tonight is a huge part of that. So I just want to thank you one more time for being here. This is huge. Thank you. And we have a few testimonials written by people who are currently detained or were recently released from detention. So I'm going to invite whoever does want to read one of those testimonials. I have a few here in my hand if you'd like to read that, or if you just want to read it on your own. It's really powerful to hear the words from people who are detained themselves of what they're going through and what the conditions are like. And that's it. Thank you so much for being here, for standing with the people in detention, and for listening.